Hello Veggie Channel viewers, welcome back to another show. I'm going to show you today scaloppini of seitan. Is gluten, wheat gluten. It can be made also with other flours, other cereals such as kamu. So I'm going to introduce you the ingredients. Whole wheat flour, organic, 500 grams of seitan. And count maybe about 100 to 120 grams per person. Salt, pepper, fresh rosemary, sprigs of lemon, olive oil. So this is the way you cut. You point the knife down and you go through a sawing motion, keeping the knife always pointed slightly downwards. Now we were going for an effect about 1/4 of an inch. So there is also a technique called butterflying. So you can take the knife, cut it lengthwise, and go all the way to the end, but not cutting all the way through. And that's called butterflying. And now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of chopped rosemary, 1 pinch of salt, and 150 grams of whole wheat flour. So I'm going to add everything in here. Now there are 2 ways of doing this. Either you can take your seitan, press into the flour mixture. There's also another thing. If you prefer to have a more moist texture, you can drizzle a little bit of olive oil, and that will grab better the flour mixture. Now, there's also another way to do this very quickly. A plastic bag, and you put your flour in here, all of it. Then I'm going to take a few pieces of the seitan. Then I close off on top and shake. This is a great, quick way to coat the seitan without getting dirty. Result, it's more even and it has a thicker coating. The seitan, it needs to sit for about 5 minutes before you pan fry it, because the flour needs time to bind to the seitan, to the liquid. Otherwise it will come off in your frying pan. Here's our seitan already breaded, and we've waited 5 minutes. Now we're going to pan fry it. I've heated up the pan a little bit on medium-high heat. This is not frying, it's pan frying. So I wait just a few minutes, and when it bubbles constantly, then that's a good sign. Now our pan is ready. I'm going to take it slightly off the heat as not to overheat and place our seitan. Don't overlap, single layer. And now the flame is medium-high. So I'm going to take this, which already has a little bit of oil, put it in the center, and put the new one down here. And I'm going to add a sprig of rosemary. Now you usually want to start in the beginning when you're frying, and that adds a really lovely rosemary flavor. And on little pieces, I can just turn and check to see if it's taken a golden hue. If it hasn't, I let it go back. And while this is going, I've prepared some lemon juice, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on. I want to make sure that all the pieces that are face down is coated with oil. If it's not coated with oil, then it will just dry out. The flour will just start to burn, and it will dry out. Okay, now this is ready. It's golden on both sides. And I'm just going to dab it a little bit on a paper towel. That makes it crispy on the outside and very tender on the inside. So now we have our seitan pieces all pan fried, ready to go. Here we are, a final plate of seitan garnished with rosemary and lemon. 100% vegan. Enjoy. Buon appetito!